Okay, to a special moment. Our final inductee tonight was a man who was taken from us way before his time. He was one of this country's finest journalists, meticulously fair. His words flew off the page. He was also one of the nicest men you would ever meet. It is our honour at the Melbourne Press Club to posthumously recognise Michael Gordon. Michael's daughter, Sarah, son Scott and his widow Robin is here in the audience as well. We all know about Michael as the crusading journalist, one of this nation's top writers. Tell us about Michael Gordon, the dad.
Yeah, I think the words generosity, compassion, humility, loyalty, they were all words that were used a lot when we lost Dad, and as a father he embodied all of those things and much more. Despite obviously being very committed to his career in journalism, he was also very devoted to his family and very present as a dad. So as kids growing up, that meant he made our school lunches every day. He volunteered for tuck shop duty despite being the only dad on the roster. Never ever missed a sporting pursuit. Always helped us with our homework and really invested time in hanging out with us and also making time to get to know our friends. So not only was he a role model for us, but he was also helped a lot of other young people, I guess, not only navigate their careers, but also navigate life.
Scott, how big a role model was your dad to you?
In every way, I guess. I think for Dad, what I admired so much is, his stance on social justice issues was something I admired a lot, and the way that he saw meaning in giving a voice to the voiceless, but also how equally he never judged those or always had plenty of time for those with differing views. In the public, that was seen in the way that I guess both sides of politics gave tributes when Dad passed away. But for me as a son, what I appreciated was in the backyard how my young naive mates would challenge him on refugee policy over a beer after the long day at the races, and Dad would patiently sit there and hear them out, and there was never any judgment. And I think that was something that has definitely stuck with me. And if I were to talk about how Dad was a role model, we'd be here for a while. So, but absolutely.
Picking up on what Scott said, Sarah, he really did prove that you didn't have to be a bastard to succeed in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. He was. I think that was. I think what came out well and truly. We always knew that he was a very special man, but I think when we lost him earlier this year and the tributes flowed, I guess we had this newfound appreciation for just how remarkable he was and just how fortunate we were to have him as our father.
Sarah and Scott and Robin Carter, thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
And just to note, as many of you may know, the Melbourne Press Club is continuing Mickey's legacy through social justice scholarships, with the applications closed recently. Huge demand for them, and that is our small way of continuing Michael's legacy.